Hey guys, what is up? It is Philbo, and we're going to be talking about all the different ways that you can get runes in the game and how you can find and get the rune that you want. And we're going to start this off by going to the rune compendium. So we're going to go to our journal, hit the item compendium, and then hit rune compendium. Now, the reason I want us to go here is because this is a great way for you to explore runes, both skill runes. So the first tab here is your skill runes. And then we also have link runes here that we can look at, and you can look at the red, greens, and blues. And then we also have this filter button. So this is primarily why I wanted to start with this. This is going to show us the different sources. There's different ways that we can get runes. We have drop and shop, which essentially can give you the same type of runes. So if we do this, we can see that they are the same runes that you're going to be able to get from the shop. You can also drop from the Chaos Engine. There's also synthesis, so you can see which runes are obtainable through synthesis, and we'll talk about what that is in a little bit here. And then finally, runes that you get through the guild. The same thing applies to the link runes. So I wanted to start off with that. So let's go ahead, look at the shop real quick. You're going to go to this tab right here is what you're looking for. Every single town has one of these. This is called the Mystic. You go here, you look at the rune shop. You will be able to purchase your skill runes here. You got your reds, greens, and blues. And then all of your link runes are going to be here on this fourth tab. There's a filter button down here if you want to find your rune more easily. Note that the first 5 acts are going to have different runes available, but once you hit Act 6, every rune that is purchasable in the rune shop is going to be available. That's the first way. The second way we are going to talk about is going to be through the alchemy desk. So we talked about synthesis earlier. We're going to hit alchemy. We are going to go to this second tab right here, and then you see synthesis. This is the second way that we can get runes. It's kind of like a gamble, right? So what you're going to do is you are going to look at either skill rune or link rune, and you're going to see this synthesis, right? So let's click here on normal skill rune. You can put 3 of these in here, and what happens, you can't see it, my face is in the way. There's the craft button down here. You click it, and a random rune is going to pop out. So that's synthesis. There's also magic synthesis. Now, what you need to know here is that magic skill runes, if you were to put 3 of these in here, you're going to have an opportunity to get runes that are only obtainable at magic skill rune synthesis and normal skill rune synthesis. So let's look at this. We go to synthesis here. You're going to see that some of these runes start off at the rare level. Blizzard is an example here. I don't have this rune filled in yet. This requires rare rune synthesis. It's the only way to get it unless you use a pity box, and we'll talk about that in a second here. When you do rare rune synthesis, you have a high chance of getting one of these rare runes and a lower chance of getting one of the magic runes. So one of the runes that start off at the magic level, like Electric Ball right here, for example, is a magic rune, and you might get one of those when you do rare rune synthesis. So the same thing applies for magic rune synthesis. You put 3 magic runes in, and you're going to either get a magic rune, or in this case, potentially one of these runes that's a normal rune. So Lightning Strike is a normal rune. So you might get one of these. And then normal rune synthesis, you might get any rune from the shop or some of the synthesis runes. So you got to keep that in mind when you're doing synthesis. And by the way, the same thing applies for link rune synthesis. I know we were looking at skill rune synthesis there, but the same thing applies. If you keep doing synthesis, if you continue doing synthesis, you're going to get this synthesis mileage. So you might keep doing rare synthesis, trying to get something like, say you're trying to get Blizzard. You really want Blizzard and you don't get it. After so many attempts, they are going to give you synthesis mileage. And this is going to allow you to pick a rune. So you get to pick which rune you want, and then you can go in there and pick Blizzard if you so please. But that's built into the game to allow people to eventually get runes they want. So that is synthesis. That's how it works. If you want to look at the actual percentages of the runes you can get, you would click here on this percent icon up here, and you would scroll all the way down here so you can see, okay, if I run normal skill rune synthesis, this is the chance that I'm going to get one of these. And pretty low chance. Magic skill rune synthesis, this is limited down to just synthesis only, so they don't include shop runes, so your chances of getting a rune you actually want are going to be higher. And then rare rune synthesis is going to have a higher weight on the rare only. So if you look at these are rare only runes. They do have a higher chance of being acquired than the magic runes when you're doing rare synthesis. Finally, we are going to talk about how you get runes through guild. There are guild only. So let's refer back to our rune compendium here. There are guild only runes. So a lot of our defensive seals are going to be guild only runes. The way that we can acquire those, we need to be in a guild, okay? If we go to guild here, you need to be in a guild first off. So join a guild. There are lots of guilds that are just open to join immediately. So if you see this right here, you're going to see guilds that have joined immediately. You can click to join those guilds. You're in, and you're going to need to donate. Why do you need to donate? Because you're going to be buying guild boxes with guild coins. So as you donate, you get guild coins, and you can donate gold. This is a daily amount. You'll also have guild tokens. These just drop while you're running the game. When you're running your chaos dungeons, the campaign, they drop and you get more guild coins from there. And then you can also donate rubies if you want. I don't recommend this. Rubies are what you get through the auction house, or you can buy these with real money. So I wouldn't do this. But these two, definitely do these daily if you can. And then you would donate and you would get that currency. Once you get that currency, you're able to go to the guild base. So you hit that visit guild base button. You're going to run up here, go to the guild shop, and then click on this second tab here. And we have these guild special rune chests. So these guild special rune chests are going to have a chance to drop all of those runes that we talked about that we said were guild only. So we've got like the seals, those defensive seals. They also have these a chance to drop these unstables. So let me just buy 5 real quick here, and we'll look at that. Unstable runes are just used for synthesis. So if you get those, they are usable. This guy needs to stop yawning. And a lot of these are those unstables I talked about, and you can use these in synthesis. Sometimes you'll get blue unstable skill runes, and sometimes you'll get rares, so the yellows. So keep that in mind, but you'll also get a chance at some of these guild-only runes that we talked about. Seal of Dodge, this is a guild-only rune. I also got a link that is guild-only, Overflowing Strength. So those come out of there. Also note that you can pick up other things in the guild shop, like you can get these unstable rune bundles, both magic and rare. Again, these are used for synthesis. So if I were to purchase these and I open this up, I now have a magic skill rune and a magic link rune that I can use for synthesis at the alchemy table. The other way that you can now get guild only runes is by doing this guild content here. These are going to be guild raids, and you can run guild raids with your guilds only with a minimum of 4 people. So if you've got 4 people in your guild who want to run these raids, you can run them up to 5 times on easy mode per week and 5 times on hard mode. And they do have a chance to drop those runes. They drop other really nice things as well. So here are some of the things that you can get from easy and hard when you run those. And then you also get these gold and even more guild coins. So you can purchase even more of those guild boxes that way. But these bosses will also drop those skill and link runes that are guild only. So that's how you get the guild runes. Another way that you can get runes is by gambling at the general shop. So if you go to the general shop, they're going to have these lesser mysterious skill rune chests, link rune as well, and then also mysterious rune chests. The lesser ones cost far less gold, 10,000 versus 300,000, and you can see which runes you can get. Any rune in the game can come from these. It doesn't matter if they're from the shop, synthesis, or guild. They can pop out of these gamble boxes here. Now, the lesser boxes will only give you runes that are acquirable at the magic quality or lower. So you'll see you can get these magic only runes and these normal quality runes as well. The mysterious rune chest, you can get those runes that we talked about earlier that are only acquired at the rare level. The synthesis runes that are acquired through rare synthesis only or guild rare runes are going to come out of these chests as well. But any rune can come out of these, so it's a very, very low chance you're going to get those. So keep that in mind when you're buying these. This is quite a lot of gold. And that's the primary ways of gaining runes in the game currently. If you've got any questions or if there's anything that I didn't go over that you're still confused about, feel free to drop something in the comments and I will get back to you. If this has been helpful for you, do me a favor, drop me a like and a subscribe. It helps me out a lot. I got to get back to the grind, so I will catch you guys later.